The following segment is sponsored by Gilman and Bedigian.
I just don't understand why it had to get so ugly before somebody was like, oh yeah, what's happening here is a problem. What's happening here is unsafe.
When you look at the average bike lane, a lot of people don't ride the bikes.
The way that things are going now, they're putting them everywhere. The roads are horrible.
We promised 77 miles of bike lanes in 2017, and we've only gotten 17 so far. That's a big problem when you can't even connect the neighborhoods that want bike lanes, and instead you're focusing on picking fights in communities that don't.
Well, the bike lane battle rolls on as neighborhoods complain that they want them or complain they are obsolete and creating traffic hazards, from bicyclists to business owners, as you just saw right there. What recourse do you have if they impact you directly? Joining us now from Gilman and Bedigian trial attorneys, founding partner Charles Gilman. Good morning, Charles.
Morning, Tom.
We just heard some of the mayoral candidates that are also sounding off in this, city officials, bikers, and business owners here. It seems like it's more of a headache than what's happening. But when we talk to you about this and possibly future court cases, you're looking at, okay, if I'm injured when I'm riding my bike in a protected bike lane, that seems pretty clear and cut. But what about the business owners or the drivers or a pedestrian that's impacted because somebody was trying to get around these bike lanes?
Well, look, the biker, you're absolutely right. If a biker is injured by a car while in a bike lane, that's a pretty open shut case. The driver was most likely negligent, and that's what caused that injury. The business owners who have damage done to their business by cars driving through it, which has happened a few times in Baltimore City, that's a different story. That, to me, is a design defect. And it's also going to call for some remedial measures, maybe ballards outside, because the problem that you're going to start running into is if cars are going through business storefronts, is you're going to have injured people. The hair salon, somebody sitting in a hair salon, a car drives through it, they're going to get hurt. Possibly the employee, possibly the customer, the client. There's going to be injuries. So there are going to be lawsuits arising out of that. And the question becomes, is it a negligent design? Was the car negligent, or did both factors play into it? Or were there even more factors that played into those people's injuries? And that's going to have to be done on a case-by-case analysis, which is why if you're a victim, you're going to want to call a lawyer. The vehicles that get impacted by this, that's going to be a different story. I mean, I've read all about traffic calming measures and the speed bumps and the trees and all this. Again, I think it's going to boil down to whether or not they're designed properly and use a reasonable standard of care to design them.
Yeah, and we were showing the video while you were talking. It seems like all the different bike lanes have different patterns and different designs, so that could be even confusion for drivers and pedestrians and bikers alike, because they were all different. There was no two that were alike. Charles Gilman with Gilman and Bedigian, always great to have you. Thank you so much for giving us a couple minutes of your time.
Thank you, Tom. Have a great day.
You too. Thanks.